Hey guys, how are you all doing? How are you all doing on this amazing Monday? I am actually outside the store, so I don't have a beautiful background today. No beautiful backgrounds, just my car and me and my crazy hair because my hair is like tweaking this way and that way all day. But that's okay. If you watched on Free Spirit Talks today, I was like, no, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. And I was fucking around with my hair. Oops. I was messing around with my hair the entire time, but that's okay. That's okay. So we were talking today on Free Spirit about the seasons of life. And it was interesting because what kind of came out of that was I started really thinking about like the energies of life. And one of the energies that we have is really this masculine feminine kind of polarity that happens in our lives and within us. And we are both the masculine and the feminine. And if you're a man, you will have one kind of balance of that. If you're a woman, you'll have a different kind of balance. We all have different balances of it. And I'm very much so, I'm not even going to get into too much relationship stuff here. So I'm not even going to say like men should have this or that. But women in today's society and men in today's society, men tend to have more feminine energy than they've ever had. And women tend to have more masculine energy than we've ever had. If we look at like the course of history. And I mean like history, not just like this little piece we like to look at. But this seasons kind of conversation really got me thinking about how our seasons and that flow that we're always talking about in the seasons and the flowing of the seasons is so incredibly feminine. It is truly Mother Nature teaching us. I want to put some AC on my phone, otherwise it's going to get hot because it's like 75, 80 degrees in my car. It's truly Mother Nature showing us the beauty of the feminine in that flow and that transition and the period of truly like transitioning. And we look at even just like a woman's body throughout the month where we are going through like different cycles, and then through our lives where we are going through a different kind of cycling process, and this is all feminine energy. And funnily enough, or not too funny actually, was afterwards I was sitting and chatting with Kendall for a few minutes. And if you don't know who Kendall is, Kendall Williams, you go check her out. She's my bestie and my buddy for Free Spirit Talks. But we were chatting, and I was sharing just some personal stuff kind of going on with me, and just like, you know, feeling very much in my masculine energy recently. Very much in my masculine energy, which if you were to talk to me 10 years ago, I never would have even recognized that I was in my masculine energy. Now when I start to get super locked down in my masculine energy, I will notice it, and I'm like, okay, the rest of my life is also being locked down. So I was sharing on some things, and it's interesting because we need the masculine. We so need the masculine within us. We need the masculine all the time in our lives too, but we're not going to get into relationship and sex today. But we need that masculine to have direction, to have drive, to have purpose within us. We would not get anything done. If we never stepped into our masculine energy, if we totally disconnected from that. However, the feminine energy is all about being in the moment, in the flow, just watching the beauty of it transform. And when I say the beauty of it transform, I mean all of it. The whole entire wave of things, watching it all. That is the beauty of the feminine. But without the feminine, you don't have the passion, you don't have the drive, and I mean like that internal like, oh, I want that fiery, passionate drive. we think of the feminine as like, oh, so sweet and loving. No, like, there is a passion in a woman and in a feminine, and like, you think of like goddesses, like how they used to be portrayed. Yes, there was those goddesses that were very like soft and loving and even like sensual, but there was also those goddesses that would like cut your head off, that were just like very fierce. Without that fierceness, without that passion behind it, without the emotion, the love, all of that coming from the feminine quality of self, without that, your life is like meh. And those goals you have, that drive you have, is like bleh. It's like, it's nice, but you're not truly in it. And you won't be able to if you are not in your feminine energy, it's going to be very difficult to truly manifest and pull in what you're wanting, because you're not going to be able to tune in and tap into the feelings in here and really connect the two and send that beautiful energy into the world. And there is the feminine energy, there's a birthing process of self, obviously women, we birth, but a birthing process of self, that's all about the creativity. And without that, we're missing so much in our lives. And I've seen so many women, and I used to be one of those women, and I can get there too, if I don't catch too much of when I'm in like that too much masculine place. I could so be in this. Women, I've noticed, and I'm trying to not get my videos taken down, so trying to curb a little bit. We have been raised that we can have it all, be it all, do it all, and almost be men. With that though, we lose the beauty of being women. We lose the beauty of the flow and the community, which is, I'm actually teaching a Fierce Female Friendships course. I launched it earlier today. It's going to be amazing. But the community aspect and that flow and the connection and relationship, that's all comes from feminine. That all comes from this feminine aspect of self. And we truly lose all of that when we are not connected with feminine, and we end up getting very angry, very unhealthy. Even men, if you have no connection to your feminine energy at all, you are unhealthy. Now, if you are too much in your feminine, that's another unhealthy thing. Like, you need to find your balance. And so to really flow with that balance, to be in a feminine energy with that balance, and I don't mean like perfectly balanced. That's BS. That's not. There's no such thing. But to kind of not be too over here or too over there for yourself. I know when I get too much in my masculine, I get controlling. I actually have hormonal issues. I will start, my sex looks different. And it's not a good different. It's like a different. Like, that's not pleasurable. That's not in flow. That's not truly orgasmic. Because if we are truly in our feminine energy and our sex and that flow, then we are just like experiencing all this beautiful energy come up within us again and again and again. And that is a beautiful feminine flow in your sex. But you start to see a clamping down of the body. That's when we start to see lots of holding in the body, when we are not able to kind of go with the flow. And so if you're a man, really tuning into your emotions and your body and letting things flow through you, while still being on purpose and direct. And if you're a woman, to truly tune in our bodies. I am not one of those people who think men and women are equal. We're not equal. We should have equal rights, but we are not created equal. We are different, and we have beautiful differences and beautiful, unique pieces that we bring to the pie. And each person has unique differences and pieces that they're going to bring to the pie of life. But when we are not allowing that flow, our emotions get off, our physical health gets off. There's so much that really gets tweaked in a not healthy way, and you lose the passion, and that's really where I'm getting at, like really lose the passion. And so it is as the coach was being coached, not really coached, but reminded gently, harshly, baseball bat, of kind of going back to those basics of loving on self, and to really tune into that feminine energy in your life, to tune into the beauty, to just stop in the moment and feel, and touch in with self, to touch in with our sexuality. As women, we don't do that enough. We do not truly touch into our sexuality. Yeah, we might go masturbate and get off, but we're not taking the time to listen internally and see what needs to happen. So I need to go work on my feminine. So I'm going to just be bluntly honest, because that's what I am on here. I just tell you guys my own stuff too. And yeah, I am doing a lot of work on my feminine right now, and trying to drop in and receive, and so much feminine energy healing going on for me right now. And at the same time, I'm going to encourage all of you, man, woman, it doesn't matter, to take some time and truly tune into your feminine energy, tune into that flow, tune into the emotions and your body. Our bodies are feminine in nature, in that they're always flowing, they're always changing, there's always this energy of transformation happening. So really tuning in there. I'm going to ask you, like, slow your sex down, slow your masturbation down. Take time to just sit in. If you're in some place in the world right now that it is sunny and beautiful, and you can get out and about, to go and really just revel in some of that, to do things that make you laugh and giggle and are fun and community oriented. That's all feminine energy. If you are somebody who is like, schedule, stop scheduling for the next week. Give yourself a week of no schedule. Or be just flexible with your schedule. Don't be so rigid. It was pointed out to me today. It was like, I see your schedule and you are super, and I'm like, you're right, I know. I can get super rigid on my schedule. I love my schedule though. My schedule works for me. It makes me happy. But to kind of be flexible, be in that beautiful energy with things as well. If you're a woman, allow a man to open a door for you. Hear the compliment. If somebody goes, you're looking really sexy today, be like, thank you, and take it. Don't go like, thanks. Like, that is your masculine. That's you disconnecting. That's you not taking it. That's you not receiving. So really getting into that place of like, thank you. Not meaning like, okay, yeah, now I want to go do something with it, but like, thank you. That is appreciated. And just being with self, being in a state of receiving, and then also sending out some beautiful energy and vibes. So go and work on that feminine. If I'm going to go work on my feminine, I want you all to come along for the ride with me. But as I stated earlier, today I launched my Fierce Female Friendships course. Friendship is so important in the health of women. It really is. We used to, back in the day, be so connected and so community oriented, and women are hungry for that. I think everybody is hungry for friendship. So I'm not putting you guys off here, but there is something special and unique about female friendship. And so I know there's so many women really struggling with this. Like, they want friends, they don't know how to nurture friends. They call in friends that are backstabbing and hateful and jealous. And how can we truly nurture our friendships? How can we turn them into not just friendships, but fierce female friendships that support each other and love each other and grow together and don't hate on one another. And not only am I doing that, but you get my Goddess program if you sign up for free, because I can, because I wanted to, because I'm working on my feminine and I want to empower all the women out there to really get moving and work on your feminine as well, to own that goddess, So I will be doing that live on April 3rd. I think it's April 3rd. So go and check that out. It's on addisonbell.net. Or if you're watching this on Facebook after I post it, since Facebook still won't let me do lives, you can find it in my news feed. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go over to Facebook, because that is where all my content is, all my articles, all my events. Check me out. You can find me on Instagram, and then, as always, on addisonbell.net, where everything ends up eventually. So I look forward to connecting with you guys. So go and check out all the events I have going on, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. And I hope you have an amazing beginning of your week. So as always, I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, and tons of blessings. So